Hello and welcome to the show again with the second part, the second interview with Bhakti Vasudeva Swami, who is a spiritual leader at the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So, Your Holiness, last time we talked about how the mind, no control of the mind is the source of all problems, and how spirituality helps people to control the mind and then go towards Godhead. We're talking about a mind of an adult. But with a child, we are born, we don't know anything about this world, and when we believe what our parents teach us, our teachers tell us, and then we get in this society with the rules of the society, and we live according to that. And sometimes you don't find any place for spirituality in that. So how to get young people attracted to spirituality?
See, thank you for this nice question. How to get young people attracted to spirituality? See, the young people of the modern era are attracted to music.
Yes.
And so one of the ways to get people, the young generation, to be inclined in devotional or spiritual practice is to utilize musical skills in creating an enabling environment for a spiritual development. Because otherwise, this whole spiritual thing becomes very dry, and you sit down one place and you have to close your eyes and do some meditation for, Not in Kali Yoga, in this present age, in the 21st century, for instance, our attention span is very low. And that is why we have all these short videos now, 50 seconds, 56 seconds, because our attention span is so low. And we can't sit down to do meditation for a long time. And therefore, one of the ways that in our society we use is festivals. We organize festivals and people come around. And people like festivals. People like good, delicious vegetarian meals. And so these are ways that, we use in attracting people and young people. And our society is mainly predominated by young people who are practitioners in Krishna consciousness.
Yes. And you were talking about Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Well, Lord Krishna himself plays the flute, dances.
Music.
The gopi. Yes. So could that be a source of inspiration, how he lived his life? I mean, enjoying and also teaching, right? So how can it be interesting to showcase that to young people?
Yeah, like I mentioned, in our movement, for instance, we have so many, even teenagers who have expertise in playing the harmonium and could sing so melodiously. And you see, you believe it or not, a lot of people may not have that type of intellectuality in sitting down to listen to philosophy, but in general, people love music. So especially if a young kid is playing on the harmonium and singing very melodiously, people are just attracted and they want to sit down to listen to that music. And the music is purifying. And so whether you like it or not, I mean, it's like putting your hand into fire, the fire burns. So the music, whether if it is played even by a little kid or by an adult, it serves the same purpose. And we've seen that, Krishna plays the flute. We have people also who plays the flute in a movement. And we have seen how this music has attracted millions of people to spirituality.
Now, talking especially about youth, today's problem in Mauritius especially, the biggest problem is drugs among young people. Drugs, and it is causing a lot of problems. Violence with their peers, violence with their parents. And like we said in the previous episode, does the Holy Scriptures have the answers to how to deal with that?
Yes, Holy Scriptures have the answers, especially the Vedic literature of ancient India. We have the answers. And you see, these days, the very concept of bullying it has become like a norm. And like you mentioned, kids are being harassed even on the internet. And I know of cases where kids are harassed over the internet and they commit suicide.
Yes.
So the violence that is being perpetrated in society by even the very young people against other young people is very appalling. And yes, the the Bhagavad Gita and the Srimad Bhagavatam, again, there's a provisions for even young people to purify themselves and give up all this type of ill intentions against other peers by taking to the process of chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. We do this, and if you go to our temples, our kids also, they're chanting. And it's a very simple process. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I have been doing this for 40 years. Now, if there is no authentic or genuine benefit, I'm a scholar. I wouldn't be wasting my time for 40 years, boy. And we have all of these young people, young kids, if they don't have a lived experience about what they are doing, they easily give it up. We have these young kids who are doing also this mantra meditation, and they are becoming very serene, very, very sober.
So every time we see people, people like you, people who are in ISKCON, chanting the name of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, walking, chanting, dancing. How strong is that? Is it very, this is the only mantra we know. We hear you chanting. Why is this the only mantra? The
no.
Maha Mantra, we call that.
It is not the only mantra, but it is the greatest of the mantras.
Why it is the greatest?
Because it gives pure love for Krishna.
Yeah.
Krishna Prema Mumato Maha. The purpose of this chanting, of this very Maha Mantra, is to achieve Krishna Prema. We all want love. Who wants hatred in this world? Nobody. So we want love, and the divine love can easily be achieved through this process. And when we have that divine love, then basically we can love every human species and even non-human species. And so, yes, this mantra is very powerful. It has been proven by science, by scientists, how this mantra helps to mitigate stress, how it helps to mitigate anxiety, depression, even insomnia. The latest report on this research report is on how this Maha Mantra helps to mitigate insomnia. So these are scientific research publications, and they are quantitative research. They use quantitative research methodologies. In quantitative research, the results are always generalizable. It's not that I believe and you don't believe. This is science.
Yeah. Okay. So, we're talking about young people. So we know we have to live in this world, which is material world, and we need to work, we need to study, we need to be with our family. And does that all match with time to spirituality, or do we have to give more importance to spirituality than our daily works? Which is more important? How to fix this balance?
Okay. How to fix the balance? My answer to that is normally effective time management. Because the number of people who have even a desire to practice spirituality, the complaint is, I don't have the time.
Yes.
How do I make the balance?
Yeah.
I'm a student, or I'm working. How do I have the balance? Have a family. How do I have the balance? No, the point is that we have been abusive of time. We abuse time like anything. And just because we don't have someone called the cops on us, so we think we can do it with impunity. No, we get some reactions.
Yes.
And so how to balance that is by effectively managing our 24 hours. We see that we have 24 hours. The great achievers have 24 hours. The common person on the street has 24 hours. How we utilize the 24 hours to climax our goal achievement is the root, is the bare minimum we can go with balancing spirituality, our work, or school career.
Well, when talking about spirituality, is that you advise people to read about the scriptures, what you've written. Like you or the holy people have written about spirituality.
Yeah, we suggest that people should read the Bhagavad Gita, because the Bhagavad Gita is not different from Lord Krishna. I mean, reading the Bhagavad Gita is worship of Lord Krishna with your intelligence. And therefore, if we read the Bhagavad Gita every day, we will have a number of challenges transformed. If we can read a verse of Bhagavad Gita every day, we will have our whole lives transformed. It's just like someone does puja every day, his life is not the same. Like the common man on the street. So the reading of the scriptures is a part of worship. We encourage people to do this. I have been doing this for the past 40 years. And I know my life has never been the same. So we encourage people to have that lived experience.
So when doing your preaching, your teachings, have you ever encountered people that said, no, we don't believe in you. We don't believe in those writings. And what do you do in that case?
Yeah, that's a nice question. Now, our teachings they apparently seem to be religious or spirituality, but I can tell you from the inception or from the inauguration of the Sankirtan movement to the present day practices, every aspect of our program has a scientific connotation, has a scientific undertone. I can give an example. This movement was founded by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he inaugurated the Sankirtan movement. That inauguration of the Sankirtan movement, asking people to come together to chant the holy names of God. That, in management science, that is a model we call synergy. Synergy is a model where people come together to do a particular thing. The result is always greater than the individuals performing that same thing and bringing the results together. So this movement was founded on the basis of science.
So science and spirituality that work.
They have a very
connected.
good marriage.
Okay. So thank you, Holiness. You have been with us here and giving us some insights and enlightening us with your knowledge and your experience. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And dear viewers, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.